Welcome to another episode of Train Trackers, Tropical Storm Edition, which doesn't make much sense seeing that we're from the Northeast. But anyway, do you ever recall braving the elements like this to track trains, buddy? He's speechless. He doesn't know what to do. As you can tell, I'm protected inside the vehicle while Blake's out here because, you know, Blake is the host of the show. Anyway, keep it here. We're gonna see if we can't track some trains down on a rainy afternoon.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to hang out inside the vehicle a lot during this episode. Look at this, buddy. We got a flood over here. You were just standing right there. You're lucky you didn't get swept away in it. But yeah, we haven't seen rain like this in a long time, so there isn't much else to do today. We already had this planned, so we're gonna do this, right? No umbrella needed. Got a wet train sighting today here.
Remember how we thought we missed M265?
Is this it?
M265.
Well, good. I guess sitting around for 2 hours was worth it. Look at that. Blake's got his own camera, folks. Don't forget to check out his channel. What, you changed the name again?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Just Train Trackers.
Just Train Trackers?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get the rights for me to do that. I'm calling my lawyer.
Hey, your channel name is Country Boy Kid.
Well, we will put the link in the description box. By the time Blake's 16, he might have enough subscribers to monetize and get gas money so he can go train tracking on his own. How many people would be braving the elements like this to catch trains on video for you people to enjoy in the luxury of your own homes? Not too many. Oh, well, hey, I thought we were just gonna have a boring car carrier train, but we did have a couple other cars on it.
So M265 didn't pass, it's just late.
So we're gonna catch these trains we've been staking out here for the last 2 hours. We thought we missed them.
You're supposed to be here at 7:10. It's basically 8 o'clock.
Well, you know, maybe the wet weather affects the train's grippage. And they're like running in place a little bit.
And you asked earlier, does the weather, like the rain, slow down the trains? It's probably yes. That's why he's taking so long. But
Well,
he's going track speed.
I would think so. It's kind of like if you get in the shower, it's going to be easier to slip after you turn it on. How do you like that analogy?
A lot of like screeches on this.
See ya.
North track number 3. That's somewhere up on the river line.
Well, at least we had some good graffiti on those car carriers. Gave it some type of entertainment value. All right, folks. That was one sighting. Looks like we don't have a rain day today here at Train Trackers. We're going to be out here getting wet and hopefully catching a few more trains.
We have a few eastbounds and a few westbounds coming.
Yeah, well, we better take a bathroom break because I got to go southbound. Let's go. All right, folks. We're here.
Going this way.
What?
I heard something.
I
heard something from down there.
Are we going to have two trains at once?
One of them's got to stop, probably. I may be wrong.
I believe you probably
I
are.
hear a horn from down there. That's positive.
Blake, you are about 3 minutes out there too early, buddy.
Hey, I hear him. Might as well be early. I hear him. Make sure there's paper towels in there so I can clean off my phone.
Well, we actually didn't really prepare for the wet weather today.
It said it was just going to rain in the morning until I checked it today, and it's going to rain all day. That was a dumb decision.
All right, I hear some rumbling,
I hear him.
stumbling.
There he is.
There he comes. I see the light.
Yep, line 2 paint scheme, 478.
You know, I thought that looked familiar.
Actually, no. Yeah. He's on Mayfair too. Yeah, I'm correct. Oh no. 488.
Wow. There's some nice edges right there. Looks like we got a little variety on this train. How does it feel getting wet out there?
Feels nice. Believe it.
Don't lie.
Huh.
Someday, you'll be sitting in the driver's seat, son. Nice graffiti. Whoa, starting to push the rain in here.
Mason said there were 2 westbounds. I'm pretty sure he thinks there's 2 eastbounds because he's not stopping.
Boy, Mason's getting an awful lot of shout outs lately on this channel. We might as well incorporate him into it. We met a fellow train tracker a couple weeks ago, Mason, and boy, does he know everything about trains. He knows a lot more than us, and whenever we need the inside scoop, we reach out to Mason. We'll also leave Mason's channel link in the description box. What's Mason's channel called again? Hudson Valley? Something? Anyway, we'll flash it on the screen. Give him another shout out. He is one of the most dedicated train trackers we know. So, there you go, Mason.
And we just came back from the farm.
Yes, we are running errands and train tracking, and
Like we just came back, the signal was low green, and then the detector went off.
I told you we had plenty of time. Blake was all worried about it. And there she goes. Another sighting in the books.
I don't think he's stopping. No way.
All right, folks, we're going to grab a couple towels, dry Blake off, and hopefully we can catch another train today.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. All right, folks. While we're waiting for another train, we decided to catch the train we just caught from a different angle.
Yeah.
because that's how quick we are. We are already positioned to catch the right graffiti side of this train.
Yeah, and you can show the other angles with my phone's on the other side of the track.
Oh yes, Blake's got his phone over there. You did not see him cross that track, because he did not. We threw it over there and it landed straight up like that.
Yeah, like a bottle flip.
Actually, we have permission to be at this private crossing, so there.
This is milepost 170. And he's honking at that private crossing up there.
All right, Blake, let's stand back a little bit. I've got to practice proper train etiquette here, folks. You always want to leave some distance between you and the train.
I wish we could have like tracks near the barn, so there's like a private crossing.
Well,
So I can just screen cap while you guys are working.
well, just because you're away from the tracks doesn't mean debris can't fly off that train, especially when a train is going very fast. So just be aware of that. When you're tracking trains, safety first, folks. This train looks familiar. I'm having a deja vu moment here. And I'm getting soaking wet. It's like seeing the same movie, but just in a different seat. Whoa, it's getting wet, brother. The things I do for you. Let's hope the lens don't get all wet here, folks. I got my hand above it. Trying to bring you 4K quality train tracking footage here in the middle of a Category 1.5 hurricane. I can only hope. I don't know how many times I can change my clothes today. Of course, I didn't put my windbreaker on, so I'm in a t-shirt right now. I feel like SpongeBob SquarePants. Ugh. This is our first annual rain day train tracking episode. Well, it looks like he ran a stop sign. So we'll have to turn this into the authorities. Yeah, they don't slam on the brakes. All right, folks.
Good news, my phone did not fall over.
That was, you can say that again, train tracking moment here. But more like you can see that again. Look at the puddle. You can tell how hard it's raining here, folks.
Yeah. It's all mud right there.
All right, looks like it's time for another towel break. We're going to throw in the towel, or are we going to keep going?
We'll wait for the other westbound.
We're going to keep going. So that towel is too damp to throw it in yet. So we're going to throw it in the dryer, and we'll be back. Stay tuned, folks. More action coming at you. All right, folks. Looks like we got a live one here. Me and Blake filming from the same angle again.
I can turn it around if you want.
I like that setup.
It might fall over from the wind and rain.
Well, I guess I can go sit in the truck now, right? We didn't have much warning. We were waiting for the engineer to speak on the radio, but he didn't.
That's usually what I hear, because he usually says he's got a green approach, so he can just move on, but I guess not. Who read you the Bible?
We were hanging out under a bridge, but we bailed on that. Any idea on how many cars are going to be on this one? Well, I could have done that. Look at that, we got some double deckers. I like those. We did that once today, a little double dipping. Getting the same train. Boy, they're stocking up. Those double deck. It sounds like those double deckers are interfering with the radio signal.
Yeah, once I put the four C's, it stops. So it turns that way, like it comes back on sometimes.
Boy, it must be nice to enjoy the comforts of home while Blake and I are out here like wet rats who escaped the subway to film a train. My feet are soaked. I wonder how many big screen TVs just went by us and we didn't even know it. How many PlayStations do you think just passed us?
I don't know. Probably like 100.
Could have used a raincoat.
Another westbound and an eastbound after this.
Really? How long? Like, how long do we have to wait?
Once he clears the siding, like 2 miles up there.
Really? So we're going to catch a couple more, because I was about to say that that's going to do it for this episode. All right, folks, we're going to brave it for one more, I think. I'm going to give Blake a time limit, so if it doesn't happen, he's jumping in that mud puddle we showed you earlier.
What mud puddle?
The one up at our favorite crossing, yes.
Fine.
If this train does not show up within a half an hour.
Within an hour.
An hour? Okay. That guy's not polite. He's interrupting me when I'm trying to talk. So if Blake, we don't see a train in an hour, he is swan diving into a huge mud puddle at our favorite train crossing. Stay tuned, folks. Something exciting's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Boy, the rivers are rising, Blake. I don't know how long we can stay out here in train track.
Why look at me?
Starting to get a little nerve-wracking here. I think you may just have to jump in this puddle before an hour so we can get home safely. Because I don't think we're going to catch any more trains on video today, buddy. And it's not worth risking your life for. Yeah, this weather is taking a turn for the worst here, folks.
Look at all those sticks that are flowing.
I know. Pretty soon it's going to be our vehicle. Unless we get the heck out of here. So, looks like we have a washout here, folks. Road is washing out. We got people coming down. I don't know. I might have to put this in four-wheel drive or something. This is horrible. We may be caught out here on the roads while train tracking. Look at this. It's kind of exciting though, in a way. Not good for my tires probably. Alright, we'll let this guy go through, but boy, pretty cool though, right? Unless it's happening at our house.
Yeah, Mason's calling me too. So
Look at that. We got a river coming down the... This is definitely going to probably affect the trains. Are we going to be able to get up there?
Look at it's all just...
This whole road is flooding out over here.
It's called the River Road for a reason.
I know. I don't know. We want to try to attempt this.
Look at it's all just washed out.
It is. Wow, buddy. Uh-oh. Let's hope it don't take us. Those people don't look like they're getting out of their house anytime soon.
Oh
All right, folks. We're going to try to get out of here. Stay tuned. That's one of the problems here with train tracking in wicked weather.
It's just overflowing.
We got some flooding going on. Boy, oh boy, it's getting deep too, buddy. Wow. That's going to be a problem, pal.
Look at the whole side. Look at the road is just going in.
This could really affect train tracking today, folks. Probably going to affect some of the trains too, I would assume.
I mean, they put the certain type of rock at the track, so that doesn't happen.
Well, it doesn't really matter though, because if the train still doesn't show up within an hour, Blake will have to jump into a mud puddle. So I don't care if a hurricane causes it. A deal is a deal. All right, folks, we made it to our favorite train tracking spot. Boy, that was close. We had to drive through flooded areas and we had roads washed out, and unfortunately, time is a ticking, and it looks like Blake lost his bet, and we did not film a train within an hour, so...
Although I heard chatter on the radio, so that's good news.
Well, it's not good news for you because you lost the bet, so which puddle are you jumping in? This one over here, or the stream? Look at this, we got a river alongside the railroad tracks over here, folks. Look at that. So I think that's part of the problem. It's slowing down rail service. May even have a few.
Even Mason said there might be a westbound.
Well, the issue is too they may have some flooded out areas like we just had to drive through. The weather is horrible. And yeah, so I think we're going to call it quits. So the minute you jump in and get wet, we can get out of here. Here we go. Come on, you can do...
We can go deeper.
Oh, you don't have to go deeper. I was only joking anyway. All right, bet's a bet. Get it done. Ah, yeah. Well, that's going to do it for this drenched and wet episode of Train Trackers. Look at you. Until next time.
Don't lose track and don't get soaked.